right. Yeah, obviously. Views expressed in the following show for entertainment purposes only. They're not necessarily used in Galaxy, HD films, or any other people. Hey, Twin Galaxies 3, turn your mic down. Thanks for joining us. Welcome, everybody.
A very dangerous subway.
Welcome to the subway on the phone.
Yeah, we're in the
I'm
subway
Michael
here.
Want to hear a thick house slam? HD films or any other
Turn it down.
Turn down your
radio down.
Yes.
There we go.
We're settled on the screen May 1st, 2015. Settled on the screen show talking about competitive gaming, Twin Galaxies scoreboard.
Twin Galaxies. Come on, turn it down.
Shy. There you go.
That's why you don't do us podcasts on public transit.
Check your mic. Come back, please, once you get your mic checked. We welcome everyone.
Definitely. Just not the noise.
I love those starts.
No kidding.
Totally throws me off my game.
But yeah, obviously the disclaimer, you guys can read, so you read it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same jerks.
It's the same thing we
jerks
say
every week at 9 p.m. So.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
So we're here to bring you the news of world records and more of the controversy, I guess, or more of the new features of Twin Galaxies.
New features. The other word to use is new controversial features.
Yes, which everybody has their opinions, and that's what this show is about.
It's like every new feature, though, isn't it?
Exactly. Obviously, people should share them on the forums, but come here, share them on the show.
Definitely.
We'll do our opinions, and please sign in with yours on TG Live 2 through 8, or, of course, in the chat. We will, of course, read as many questions as we can. And Don Atreides, yes, we're waiting for the Twin Galaxies producer to join in.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah. We like Don.
He's our fourth host.
Yeah, he is our fourth host.
Glenn tonight either.
No Glenn tonight, so really, I don't know. Don might be competing for number 3.
Yeah, he's been on just as many shows this year, I think, maybe. I don't know.
Glenn's not going. Glenn's not going anywhere.
Oh, no, he's not going anywhere.
If anybody's going.
Oh, definitely.
It's you and me.
At least me.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure maybe I'd be gone too. So
you're getting both of us.
Yeah.
There's either 2 or 0.
There's gonna be a few weeks where they get none of us though.
Yeah.
We got work to do.
Yes, we do.
So it'll be Glenn and Don doing it all. So, nevertheless,
let's talk about our schedule.
Let's get to the world record. A select few from the past week. That's not it.
Hey,
there you go.
Hey.
World records for the week of May 1st, 2015, verified by the Twin Galaxies scoreboard.
Yep.
Which is some of you who are watching our show.
The real scoreboard.
Here we go again, reading another score of Corey Chambers, Spy Hunter, 515,795 points. Awesome run. Another thing to bring up. This
great game.
The EverDrive is going to obviously change the Twin Galaxies board. It comes down to more people competing on some of the games, and it's an interesting turn. Don't need to go out and buy that cartridge anymore. Everybody, as long as you have the original hardware,
it
makes sense.
It's the future.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry. If we want to keep these old games going, this is the way to keep them going. 60 years from now, you'll still be able to do that.
At least the competitiveness. There's not, as long as the ROM's clear, I find no problem with it.
I don't either. I mean, there's ways to check to see if it's been modded too, so it's not like it's.
Yep.
It's not without oversight.
That's what the verification system's there for.
Yep. We got Andrew Gardicus, Quincy, Massachusetts. Nintendo Entertainment System Baseball. Oh, this game. It's a good game, but it can be very frustrating. Biggest blowout, 29. That is awesome. That's really good.
Yeah, it's 29-0.
Yeah, I figured it was. Yeah, I guess it could have been 35 to.
Every biggest blowout
6.
I submit always.
There's always runs.
One run, one goal, one run or something.
Well, it is hard, and especially a lot of games. I swear the computer just forces a run in, or a hockey game, which is what we usually play. There's sometimes we're like, okay, why wouldn't he save that? Seriously, yeah. But no, that's a very good score, Andrew. Nice going, man.
Yep. Just real quick, to be seeing the chat here. Yeah, Mooner. They are being accepted by the community at this point. EverDrive. You just have to have the official ROM. Still have to use original console. Is what's been being accepted. That's been the practice lately.
Is EverDrive, is that the sequel to EverQuest?
Nope.
No, it's not. Okay.
No, it's the prequel.
Oh, it's a pre. Oh, yeah, that makes sense actually.
Oh man, good luck with this one, Mike.
Harosky?
Max. Go ahead.
Maybe just Max Harosky, if that's not your name, we apologize.
Yep.
MAME, Anteater points 208,120.
Very cool game.
Yeah.
Like
have you played it before?
No, I watched it.
Oh,
now I want to play.
It kind of does look.
It is kind of cool.
Is it like a Dig Dug type game or?
Sort of in a way, but then it's you see his tongue going through there. It's kind of a strategy slash.
Okay, that's cool.
It's interesting. I kind of like it.
Was it strictly an arcade game?
I'm assuming it's MAME. Yeah,
so, that's
I've never heard of it. I've never seen it, but it's very cool game.
Maybe Max made it.
No.
No.
Tubin, Revision 3 single player. Awesome, fun game by David Jury of San Francisco, California. 10,578,390 points, crushing previous scores.
Nice.
Awesome. I love Tubin. I love two-player Tubin too. I mean, it's one of those games, co-op games that can be fun, or single player too.
Two-player, two-person tubing is pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
That's the best. You always want to say you're going to fight the person, but once it starts, you're holding on for dear life, and you can't really do it.
Yeah, you really can't fight. You're trying to help the other.
Exactly. Then it's just like, dude, don't fall off when you both are going to fall, guaranteed.
They need to make Miller Lite Tubin. Sponsored by Miller Lite, and then you're trying to drink the beer while I go down the river.
I like it. We got Sean Vinson from Sacramento, California, the capital of the Golden State.
Okay.
PlayStation, Bust a Move 99. I was trying to see if you knew where I was going. NTSC, the most important part. Points 24,297,770. As everyone knows, Sean is the king of Bust a Move.
Yeah, but Puzzle Bobble, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's the same game.
I know I keep putting them up there, and I know it's like, oh, he's playing on another system, but
they're all ridiculous.
This one's a little bit different because you're playing against the computer. So for him to get in this game to get the max drop was 10 million points, and he got it twice.
Yeah.
While beating the computer consecutive 22 times.
That's pretty good.
I don't know if I didn't verify this one, but still, I watched those 10 million drops while trying not to get beaten by the other.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm waiting for him to break the Neo Geo world record. I think he just needs a machine. He can come over and take it.
Yeah, man. I'd love to see that.
Jesse Porter from Roscoe, Texas, a new regular here on the board. Contra Hard Corps for the Sega Genesis. 318,316 points.
I never played that.
Me neither. You think on Genesis
I know. No, I remember when it came out, but it was just one of those games where, back then, $50 a pop, I was not spending $50 a pop on Contra. So, did Jesse just post that score and got it approved?
No, he submitted two camera,
bummer.
The direct capture, no.
Check this out.
Come on, click.
Jeremy Young from Zama, Japan. MAME DK2 Jumpman Returns. Points 126,800.
And that is, I believe, please don't kill me if I'm wrong, I believe that's the first submission to the newly approved track.
Sweet.
So that's
that's
the
6
reason
months to start. I guess I usually read everything. I left out the most.
Well, I don't know much about. Like I said, I'm not a historian when it comes to MAME world records, but I did notice.
No, you're not.
Excuse me, but I saw it was a community approved track, and this is the first submission for it. So
cool.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
That's awesome.
There's an article on Twin Galaxies we'll get into shortly about that kind of stuff. Congratulations to Jacob Spring of Lansing, if I'm saying that right, Denmark.
Sure.
Xbox 360 Live Arcade. Outrun Online Arcade is the game. The Outrun mode, 1,038,460 points. And he's got to run on the other 4 tracks on this game. But I'm going to pretty much tell him he's going down. So
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Maybe not the other tracks.
You can easily beat this?
I don't want to say easily, but
Like first
let's
try?
just say I'm going to
Eyes
submit
closed?
for this. Let's just say.
Oh.
The other ones? No, I'm not even touching those. Those are great. Those are great scores. I don't think I could ever achieve those, but this one, Jacob, you better start playing again. That's all I better say.
Maybe he's got a tape. Or
he might. Yeah, he might.
Or maybe he has an MP4 somewhere.
Yeah, he got MP4 from 3 years ago.
Hopefully.
That him and Mitchell put together.
We got Michael Dietrich from Arkansas.
Dude, this come across your desk?
It kind of did.
Cool.
Xbox 360, Namco Museum, Virtual Arcade, Pac-Man Arrangement, 245,760 points.
Congratulations to him. And actually, there's another one that came across my desk. I forgot which one. But,
which one?
I can't remember.
Is it the next score?
I think it's Sean's score. I think Sean's.
Oh, really?
I think Sean's score came across my desk. So
cool.
Please, I didn't verify that one, but it came across my desk.
Oh, very cool. Oh, I like it. So
congratulations to all of you out there who got the world records, and there's still, of course, even more and more world records every day at TwinGalaxies.com getting approved.
And as always, we
try to condense.
And we can't just do 90 scores a week. Well, I guess we could, but it wouldn't be much of a show.
Something.
Yeah, some people might just do.
If you want 90 scores, just tell us.
We can just do it real quick. Same amount of time, 90 scores. We're not gonna say who did it. We're just gonna say the record.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Or maybe just at the end be like, and these blah blah blah, these people did it too. We could, I guess.
Group them all together. Yeah. Oh, like Andrew Me. The guy sets world records every day.
Yeah, no,
some of them are not. He's just an ultimate submitter, and I believe we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, if you like to watch me and just brainstorm ideas for the show live on air,
we're gonna do that tonight. Or call in and But first subject, I guess we're gonna go to. I need to go to my Twin Galaxies website for a reminder. Oh,
we're gonna talk about
doing a great job. Great job. Somebody made an article.
Made one?
Actually, it's
out of thin air.
It's our friend from the UK.
Oh yeah? Which one?
Oh my God, Andrew, the guy we were just talking about. So it's a good lead.
Jacobowitz?
No. Oh. Andrew Me.
Oh.
Oh, I think it's Don. Can't tell.
It's gone now. It's gone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's Don, yeah. Basically, we have new tracks. If nobody submits for them for a year, you just remove it from the board.
Yeah, which is
kind of remove the fat.
Which is what we were talking about last week on the show, is that there needs to be a cutoff point because you can't just...
If nobody's can compete on it,
no, it's kind of
it waters down the scoreboard.
Well, it just overloads it. And that obviously, last week we talked about it, and Jace talked about it last week on the State of the Galaxies. It is like opening a can of worms up, but it is a can of worms that needs to be opened in order to not just create new tracks, but to create correct tracks.
Yeah,
because like we have talked about for months and months now, is that a lot of the old scores, a lot of the tracks, a lot of people have problems with them because it's hard to say if there were legit tracks, and I believe that a lot of them weren't. Mm-hmm. And this was a way to correct that. With that being said, the downside is that you get 40 tracks per game. So this way,
I like me putting Donkey Kong one up.
That you're destroying the integrity of Donkey Kong.
Exactly.
Like you did, Mike.
With my speed run.
Definitely. But
joke, guys.
This way is a cap. Yeah. It caps it off, and it's good.
So hopefully that goes through.
No, definitely. Hey, and this is all new stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this just opened last week to start with.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of just, this is all being. It's a work in progress, and it's working fast. It's faster than I ever thought it was.
And I kind of want to just say, people are so crucial on the forums.
No,
nothing against you guys, but
I mean,
this needs to be done. This needs to be fixed. The amount time that has been done. I'm not sticking up for the guy. We don't work for Jace. We don't work for anybody. But the amount of stuff that's been done in the past 4 months, there's been more stuff done in the past previous 4 years.
Oh,
so I
6
mean,
years.
Obviously he's going to get to it, and I'm thankful for it at that.
No, what is gone on with the scoreboard since it opened at the beginning of January is incredible.
It's awesome.
I never thought it was going to work this good, and I didn't think it was going to work this fast. Seems like anytime we have a gripe, it gets corrected immediately.
Or at least there's talk about
whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Before we talk about something, and 6 months later there'd be nothing. Mm-hmm. And now we talk about it last Friday, and everything's been addressed, and some things have already been implemented. So this is great.
It's pretty cool. Actually, go back to that subject. Let me get the website up to show what we're talking about, because something new was today. I'm assuming someone noticed it.
Who's the vacuum cleaner?
I think I have
Maybe someone's on a plane.
Today, we're going to show you. I'm just going to do a screenshot here, live. What tracks are kind of worthy?
Yeah.
What tracks are not worthy? Obviously, something implemented today. There's still no statement from Twin Galaxies or Jace for that matter of how it works, or if he's going to explain how it works. But if you go and you search through the database now, there is a community respect rating. Let's see here. Can I? Oh, it's not.
There we go.
I'm sorry. I thought it was
CRR. Is that what we're talking about?
I think it's the CR. Community respect. Well, it looks like there's going to be a rating system.
Which is kind of cool.
So you'll be able to rate old tracks made in the old referee days or the new tracks. So that might kind of, and I bet there'll be a filter. So for example, if you search, I'll just use my Sonic the Hedgehog, maybe 5 life or 1 life.
Game for the Sega Genesis.
Maybe people prefer the 5 life one over maybe a new 1 life one.
Yeah.
And they'll be displayed through community respect. How does that work? We can all speculate. We'll find out next week. It's not live, I guess, unless there's something else we have to do. But
it's
obviously,
there, though.
Something's coming. I didn't know about that. And what else some of you have noticed, I've noticed in the past few hours.
This is all.
Okay.
Like I said, Jace is not on with State of the Galaxies tonight, so he won't have answers for you tonight. Submission review.
Yeah, we were just talking about it before the show.
Yeah, let's pick somebody here.
Just randomly.
Let's not pick me.
Yeah, I was going to say pick someone other than you. Someone who actually has a real score.
Well, I have a decent one, but...
I know, I'm just kidding.
Come on, I just had one. Kenny Griffey. Here's Craig Gallant.
Gerard's son.
As you see right here, there's a player skill index like Jace talked about in December of 2014.
Yes.
Craig here has an index of 435 points. Now, how's that calculated? Well, I guess we'll have to find out next week, but it's pretty cool. That's supposed to be some type of calculated view of all your scores, regardless if they're first place, last place. I mean, he'll explain it to it, but that's what he told us what it would be.
No, it's a cumulative thing.
Who knows if it's? I'm assuming it's in beta.
Absolutely, but still, this right here is the goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This idea right here, and we've talked about this a lot. We've been talking about it for
our whole
6
life,
years, really. Yeah, we've been talking about it ever since even before we knew about Twin Galaxies. But this is the idea of, oh, you're great at Halo, you're great at Donkey Kong, but maybe you're not so good at Pac-Man and 37 other games. Well, that's cool, but overall, how good of a gamer are you total?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're hoping it's relating to.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it would relate to. So that index is a very exciting number. Just to see it, it's like, oh my gosh, it could be coming.
And what Jay said probably about about a month or two ago, he said, you guys need to submit. Yep. Regardless if it's first place, fourth place, last place, submitting. So at that point, get your submission points up, start submitting. Who knows what's on the horizon with that player index?
No, definitely.
I'm just hoping for some cool leaderboards. Obviously, I believe Andrew Me is number 1, just based on how many scores he has. And I think I have comparing myself to a few others.
Your score is actually pretty good.
I got a pretty high score there, I think. But I hope there's leaderboards within systems. I think that'd be really
that'd be cool too.
You know?
Yeah.
The NES one would be really fun to look at.
Oh yeah,
because there'd be a nice broad range, and
I feel like
arcade
NES
would be cool. and
MAME would probably
MAME would be
the best,
crazy
actually,
because MAME probably has the most submissions.
Oh,
which means
definitely.
better data,
and MAME's so wide.
and there's so many people played it.
Exactly. That's why. I bet you overall, especially active wise, MAME is probably the most active.
To go,
but it covers everything.
Looking at the chat, Bud Lime or Lame is my favorite summer beer.
Yeah,
and it's officially summer. So.
Yeah, it was over 70 today in the Detroit area, which is a big deal for us. Mm-hmm. So even if it's 40 tomorrow, short for the rest of the year. So
yeah, that's right.
Bud Light Lame is definitely the sponsor, or the summer sponsor of Settle It on the Screen. Yeah, no kidding. God. Even if Bud Light Lime sponsored us, I would actually maybe drink it. Maybe. I'd at least hold one and go, yeah, I love this stuff.
Fill it with regular Bud Light.
Exactly. Just pour it into a glass, you can drink it.
All right.
What do we got? What do we got on the board so far? Anything?
1, 2. We went through the 3 subjects, right?
We did. We
flew through them.
Yeah. Why did we spend less than 5 minutes on this?
Anybody else want to speculate or anything else?
Yeah. We got anything else? Sans
Because otherwise, we're gonna jump into some.
In lieu, yeah. We got some.
What's the movie? I don't know the name.
The Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Comes
the sequel
out.
to the Avengers came out today. Well, technically last night, but. I think it's officially everywhere. I know last weekend it came out worldwide, but in America, it came out today.
Yeah.
So, in lieu and in honor of the Avengers, we are going to play the old arcade game. It's actually the port on the Sega Genesis. Oh, Captain
Sega's
America.
better.
Yeah.
Than Super NES.
Oh, definitely.
The version
Oh, no,
on
it
Genesis
is.
better.
It is way better.
Because on Facebook, for some reason today, people are just there's so many posts about this game. Yeah, everyone says it's a crummy version. It's crummy game, crummy port. But they're talking about the SEN.
Oh, yeah, it is a crummy port, I agree. And it's not the greatest port to Genesis, but it's the best one at the time. Mm-hmm. And I mean, back then, games weren't exactly perfect. You couldn't replicate a perfect arcade game back in 1991 onto a
unless it was Altered Beast.
No, that's true. Altered Beast was
Altered
pretty
Beast
amazing.
was better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it played a little bit faster.
It did. There wasn't nearly as much lag.
Yeah.
Even though
the hardware is almost identical, the Genesis is a little bit cheaper.
I just think it's easier to play with the controller.
I think it's more. I think the game's smoother.
Okay.
Like the frame rate, or don't ask me. I don't know. It just seems way better. So.
Huh. Maybe it was originally a PAL, but it works better in NTSC. Maybe. Possibly.
Somebody else can tell us. We don't know.
This is all, I'm making all this up right now.
That's what we pretty much do at this point in the show.
That's what we do, yeah. We talked about our subjects too fast. But yeah, Captain America.
And we don't have Glenn here to argue with
us. Know, and we can't just say, hey, Glenn, talk for 10 minutes.
But it's exciting.
It is.
I can't wait for next week's State of the Galaxies.
Definitely.
Because and who knows, will be out by next week. And like I said, that's the main thing of Twin Galaxies, the stats. That's why it's been around. People want to be number one. That's awesome.
Now, who is number one? We don't know yet.
Who's number one overall?
The most important thing.
Yes, exactly.
It's like if you're great at a couple games, I mean, that's cool. Good for you.
Yeah.
But I want you to be great at every single game.
Exactly.
Like thousands of.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Oh yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, cool. So actually, on that note, it just occurred to me. So I'm looking at the player index, whatever it's called, for a bunch of players.
Yes.
And now Andrew Me submits a lot of scores, as we all know.
Yes.
His index is I'm building up to something here. His index is 2483.
Wow.
Which, yeah, so it's astronomical basically. Sorry,
dude,
I'm like I have the super laziest setup ever here. So,
me.
So my thought is, I think we should separate players. I'm mostly joking, by PAL and NTSC, right?
Oh, just to give us a fair advantage against him?
Yeah, because it's like there's like one guy in Europe, and all of. I mean, I'm not saying one guy who plays. There's like one guy in Europe. He's very large.
Just Andrew just plays, man.
I know.
I mean, look at that.
It's that odd frame rate.
So many. Which is cool. I mean, it's cool that he does, but
it's cool. I wish
we can't do the 25.
I don't know what Andrew.
We tried.
I don't know what Andrew does for a life. I don't know if he does for a living or what he does, but man, I wish I had that much time to play video games. I really did. I'd love to.
Time.
And record them too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I try to squeeze in 5-10 minutes here, but I'm like, I ain't setting the camera up.
That's the hard part.
And then I get a good score, and I'm like, but oh man.
Well, you always play it first. Well, am I any good? And you're like, oh, I broke the record, but it wasn't recording.
Curious what I got.
Yeah, I think you're like 480 something.
480.
Actually, one question I have is, will your player, presumably, your player index will go down in relation to your records?
I'm curious. I mean, we have no idea. I guess we could
485.
do 485, huh?
That seems decent.
Yeah, it's still pretty far off from 2000.
Yeah, no, you're still 2000 off. But you don't get that odd frame rate.
I wonder if Jace will release.
We have to deal with the even crap.
I'm curious if he's going to let us know how that's computed, just to give us an idea of what we need to do.
I have a feeling he will give us some idea.
Yeah.
But
I have a feeling Stella Blue will calculate it all out.
Or he's not.
What's that, Don? Sorry.
No, it's okay. I think Stella Blue is going to calculate the whole thing out. And he's probably got a computer crunching it right now to figure out what it is.
Yeah, so he's probably seeing when scores get approved, how much it raises their index compared to how many people.
That's a compliment to him, by the way. That's not a.
That's awesome.
That's not a dig.
We need the analyst. We need the data analyst.
Definitely. Yeah. Whatever process is used to get this number, I guarantee you it's not a simple process.
No, not.
I'm sure it's not something he can just take a little 12-inch chalkboard and go, you do this plus this divided by this, and you get this.
Yep.
It'll be that times 1,000 other things. But it is a pretty good step forward in the right direction. And in our opinions.
Yeah. Which good opinion.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the player index? Do you like that idea?
I mean, assuming. Go ahead, Don. Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't, but I'm just curious.
No. I think it's a cool idea. I mean, as long as it is truly reflective of. So, for instance, Stella Blue, not to pick on him, but I just happen to have his stuff up. So I have a player index of 85, which is dismal, or fantastic. I have no idea. Who knows what it is, but it's somewhere between
maybe the lower
dismal and fantastic. Right, exactly. So mine is 85. Stella's is 173, and I have 36 world records. Stella has 1 world record and 2 other records.
So there's a weight involved.
Interesting.
I think there's a weight involved. Now Stella's has Outrun on MAME and 2 Donkey Kong records, 5 and 6.
Second place. 5 and 6.
Then it is weighted. I bet you
it's weighted per how many players actually competed. So you can bring somebody's score down. You can bring down other people's indexes by beating their scores. So that when it comes down to people submitting more scores, I can't get first place, but you know what?
Yep.
I can beat Rudy Ferretti's third place score and put his index down, or reverse, etc. People will submit.
But here's the other thing, though. Right. So think about this, though. Let's say we all go for Rudy's scores, because Rudy, I get Rudy. So we all go for Rudy's scores.
Video game console player of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
But what happens is now more people are competing on his scores, which increases the rank of that score that he has.
Absolutely.
It can boost him up,
which boosts his score. Exactly. So which
if that's the case, and I mean, with our discussion right now, it seems like that probably is the case, and it makes sense. That's good.
Yeah,
that keeps people
from I agree.
Dicks and thinking, I'm going to screw you over, when really you're not. You're basically just helping that person. Yeah. Even if you beat their score, you're still helping them, which makes sense. And that actually ties along with the new tracks. Mm-hmm. You can't just go create a couple new tracks, be the only person who submits there. Well, I got first place. Well, that's not worth much. Mm-hmm. Not that it's not worth anything. Yeah, it's worth something. Still,
I mean, some of the games I play, yes, nobody else plays.
No, definitely.
And do I want to prove that I'm number one? Yeah, sure. And that's where Twin Galaxies comes in, and that's where you can get enough submission points to submit it. And but when it comes down to the player index, it's based on the competition, and that's where his the example we're just talking about is a perfect example.
No, definitely. Yeah, if you are the only person who submitted for Skate or Die, you got first place on there. Maybe you get 10 points for that. Your first place. You have 48th place in Donkey Kong, and you get 45 points for that. Because Donkey Kong is so popular. So I kind of like that. If that's how it is, obviously, all conjecture at this point. But it does seem like that would make sense at least.
Yeah, it looks like
it. So I don't know. Again,
Stella Blue will have it figured out by tomorrow. Check the forums. Our show will be old by the time it's posted on YouTube and iTunes.
Then we'll look stupid. And be like, well, yeah, you guys are right, or you guys are wrong.
Exactly.
Probably right then.
Yeah.
I hope. Because it seems like a good idea.
And since that's a reminder, kind of program note halfway through the show, if you're joining us, welcome to Settle It on the Screen. This is the show that talks about the Twin Galaxies database. Twin Galaxies database has been around for over 30 years, tracking arcade scores, world records.
Well over 30 years.
All the way from Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all up to the latest systems. I actually just started with the latest systems. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Wii U, everything you can think of. Channel F needs to be represented more. That Trex needs more scores submitted for, et cetera, et cetera. You want to find out your favorite video game, go to twingalaxies.com, look up your favorite game, be a part of the community, try to beat a world record, or just try to get second, third place, fourth place. We had some guy on our show from Canada who was happy he got 7th on NHL 94. So, I mean...
And he's really good at it.
So join the high score chasing scene at twingalaxies.com. So that brings me... I have a question here from Wiggles323. Will TG be holding scores for Arkham Knight from the challenge maps after it comes out? That's basically up to the community, and it can be up to you. That's what we were talking about earlier in our show. There is a submit track section of Twin Galaxies where you get basically website points that allow you to propose a new thing that needs to be tracked for a world record. Simplify it. So I don't know.
Save up those points and do it.
I can't think of something right off my head right now. I don't know. Fastest completion of Captain America and the Avengers. If you think it's needs to be tracked as a world record, you put up your points, and if other people agree, then it's trackable by Twin Galaxies, which is recognized by Guinness World Records at this point.
And hopefully someone other than you will be
competing, because the best part about Twin Galaxy Scoreboard, it allows you to compete on your old favorite games.
Definitely.
Like I said,
that is the point.
I wouldn't play Sonic the Hedgehog if it wasn't for Twin Galaxies. Exactly. I'll give you that much.
Well, I mean, God, yeah, you'd be playing Sonic too, because it's like 1,000 times.
Wow. Actually, I've been playing Sonic too.
Yes.
I've been kind of going for the speed run. So.
It's a lot harder.
I don't know if it's a lot harder. It's just a little more precise. Which is, I guess,
it's longer too.
It's longer too, yeah.
Definitely.
And then I'm normally playing with Sonic and Tails, and you can't use Sonic or Tails because it could be a second player helping you, even at the new moment.
Really?
So those are the rules. You have to use either Sonic or Tails.
That's why Sonic
makes sense.
No, I get it, but that's why Sonic 2 is better.
Oh, I agree.
That's what
I should start playing Sonic 3 again.
Did you? Oh,
I still haven't beaten it, but
it's so hard. The game's so brutal. With Knuckles or no?
No.
Okay.
No. I haven't even busted out. You brought over Sonic and Knuckles. I was about to play it because I never played it.
Yeah, I played it. I played it once at the doctor's office when I was like 12.
Your cartridge?
What's up?
No.
Oh, sorry.
What's up, Don? The doctors.
Just something I want to mention that Wes said in regards to the player index. He said that his Donkey Kong #2 Donkey Kong MAME score got him 420 points. So I thought that was worthy of repeating. That's a lot of points.
That's good.
So play some Donkey Kong.
No, and I think that kind of verifies what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm curious.
Wow,
what's his name?
Good.
What's the
guy if you got first place in Donkey Kong?
What's the guy from Saturday Night Live?
Which one, Bill Hader?
No, is it Hader who's on the scoreboard?
Will Forte?
I think it's Forte.
It's one of the two.
I wonder what Will Forte's...
Or Bill Hader.
Probably
it's...
Somebody can go... I know somebody will find it out here shortly.
It's one of those...
I got it.
Two.
It's definitely not Mike.
He's like around number 67, probably lower than that now. I remember around 67 or 68. That's ranked. I'm curious what his index is.
What's that, Don?
He's 78th.
Oh, wow. He's down.
Yeah.
Is it Will Forte?
It is Will Forte.
Okay. Cool.
That's awesome.
It is And Will Forte's awesome. The dude's hilarious.
He has a new show, right?
Yeah, The Last Man on Earth.
Last Man on Earth, that's a good show. It's not The Last Man on Earth, which kind of pissed me off a little bit, but
no thing will ever be. If the show is ever called Last Man on Earth, it will never be one person.
Because it'll be one episode.
Exactly. No one wants to watch. As much as you think you want to watch a show that lasts for years and years with one person, you don't actually want to watch that show. Because after 3 episodes, you're like, wow, they weren't kidding.
Yep.
This is just a dude throwing stuff off buildings. Which is awesome.
The first episode was awesome for that.
No, it makes sense.
Because it relates to what you would do.
No, it was like, yeah, I would do, at least for a couple weeks, I would do that. Then probably get bored.
Well, I like what Wes says here. I do wonder if I intentionally submit last place for any game, if my rating would go down.
I think it would be dependent on the game.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't submit,
I don't know. That's hard. That's a good point.
There must be a couple. We'll find out next week. Yeah.
But, I mean, at the same time, why would you do that?
Well, I think Wes is talking about testing it out
to see if it would get you points.
See, at that point,
no, because it might be
is it worth it to submit a last place score, or is it better to wait until at least you're halfway up the board?
Yeah, that's
because you don't want to.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you suck at Rad Racer, but you're like, hey, if I can get 5 points out of it,
I'll submit it.
Huh. Well, that would go in line with what Jay said with just submit.
Yeah.
So again, all conjecture. We will find out.
And plus, would you want to do that because it pushes everybody else's index?
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Is it worth it? If you get 5 points, but it gives everyone else 8, then it's not helping you.
Yeah. Those so-called self-entered scores, I don't think they're gonna be number ones anymore. So you shouldn't have to worry about that, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything else, Don? Rudy?
I'm just looking at the. I'm trying to find Will Forte's points. I'm still having trouble. I'm on it, man. But if I were a, I'll let you fill in the blank there. Individual.
Yeah, a person.
I would do two things.
Human being.
If I were a human being, if I were a 3-horned demon.
I hope you're. Because would that disqualify you? Can dogs and cats be?
Yeah, is it interspecies? What if a donkey is really good
at Donkey Kong?
I think with the touch, the Android and the iPhone, they could compete.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, we
get a cat.
We gotta
train a dog or a cat to do something.
Just to go you can play Sonic. You just need one button. Dude, seriously.
That's what we need. The dadatabase is like Mr. Whiskers.
Or like a trackball game.
Yeah. Oh my god. If we could get a donkey to play Donkey Kong. Seriously. Oh my god. So we need to get Will Forte on here and a donkey to play Donkey Kong. Because, oh my god.
Or get a monkey and he can throw little barrels at the screen.
Oh my gosh. Dude. That's it right there. Do you think we should see the other celebrities? Well, Eminem likes that.
Yeah, we can get Eminem. He's close by.
Yeah. Is he on the scoreboard?
No. He's super into Donkey.
Oh no, I know that. Or he was definitely for a while.
We gotta get Aguilera.
I was gonna say if Christina Aguilera.
She has an arcade in her home.
She has a very decent arcade.
And she can sing to me.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I don't even care if she plays video games. As long as she can come on the show and sing, that'd be great. Or just
sing it on the screen.
That'd be fine.
Or it could just be the Christina Aguilera.
Be like, thanks for coming on. See you guys.
See ya.
She'd be like, who's gonna ask me questions?
Nobody.
Like Will Forte will ask you questions. And look at the donkey.
That's what we need. Next week's show, hosted by Will Forte, special guest Christina Aguilera, and a donkey playing Donkey Kong.
And they won't even talk, because once that donkey starts playing Donkey Kong,
they'll just do commentary.
Oh my god. And imagine, because eventually, and I don't actually know this, but imagine that first time that donkey jumps a barrel. That's pretty much going to be the greatest moment of all time. Just like he broke it, but he jumped the barrel. Which that goes in line with your quest also. So.
Oh yeah, destroying Donkey Kong machines.
So we know what our goal for this show is.
Yep.
It's not a steep goal.
No.
Very, very attainable. Get 2 highly in demand people and procure ourselves a donkey. That's probably the easiest one.
Yeah.
I don't know where donkeys are in Michigan. Actually, I don't think we have any. But
what is this show? Once again, thanks for coming and stopping by. This show is about the competitive nature of the Twin Galaxies scoreboard.
Or at least it's supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
We sometimes just
talk
ramble
about video
things.
game world records. Go to twingalaxies.com. Look up your favorite game. See what the world record is. Maybe you can compete on it.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Short But Evil. So, I actually kind of like your screen name.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We need an edit button.
Edit button?
What?
Yeah, an edit button for our new submissions, so this way we can edit if there's a mistake, because the system obviously still makes mistakes. So we need like an edit button. So if we do submit and something goes wrong, or the wrong track gets clicked, or the wrong information, we need to have an edit button so we can fix that, so we don't look like idiots.
Like if I submitted a track and made a mistake, you mean?
Yeah.
Like for instance,
that's a good idea.
I'll put one more condition on there if nobody's voted on it.
I submitted for the Archon
it,
and I did not click 3DO, and it looks like I did and I didn't. And also there was misinformation that didn't come out on the track, and it looked like I put it in that way and I really didn't. And I can't prove I didn't, but I didn't. And I explained that to Jason. He's saying, well, oh, it's impossible. Well, whatever. If it is impossible, I want an edit button so this way I can fix it. Since I'm paying for it, right?
Well, at the very least, there should be a preview button, right?
I think there should be an edit button until nobody else has viewed it. Because once somebody else has viewed it...
that might be like a problem. That's like a gray
I'm only going to look at it once.
No, I understand that.
So if I see Rudy's...
No, I'm agreeing
If I see Rudy's post, and I'm going to adjudicate it, and it's missing evidence or whatever, doesn't have the right screenshot or video, and he made an honest mistake, I ain't going to go back to it. I don't have time. No offense to anybody, but I ain't going back and rechecking things. I'm going to verify it and hit accept or reject it. So if nobody's viewed it, I think there should be the ability to edit the score. Now this brings up another subject.
What if I know now we're getting like deeper into the rabbit hole.
That's fine.
And I'm actually with you with the edit thing. I think it is a good idea. And I'm with you too. I think it's tough to go back, but at the same time maybe you should have the ability. I know you say you might not look. You should have the ability to maybe take back your acceptance then.
It's one thing I can't speak on the forum, but I need to be able to fix something I enter.
Yeah.
You can take. I mean, you can state something else.
Maybe.
You can state something else in another post, but
what I mean is like if you, this is hard. Like an email alert or something, or it's I don't know. It's something like to alert you something's been changed. Maybe you need to go look at it again.
Yeah, but still, I'm not going to go back. No, and look at it.
Even if you got an email saying something changed, you wouldn't. Well, then that's kind of on you though.
But I already voted on it.
I know. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I like me and Glenn said a long time ago. I don't want to be voting. I want to be playing games. I don't want to be adjudicating. But I understand the importance of it, and I do like the trans.
It cost me 10.
Go ahead.
It cost me 10 points just to buy the track. Okay, and I understand that. That's my problem, but. What bothers me is that I enter it, it went in incorrectly, and I had to buy it again because it went in as 3DO. I never would have clicked 3DO. I knew what I was submitting for. I knew what I was creating. And I can't prove it. And Jace wouldn't give me the mic.
As long as it's not as long as it's not accepted, I would think maybe a maybe not a refund, but if nobody's donated points, I think there should be the ability to edit.
No, I agree with you completely.
Because that brings up another point is somebody, I might post something, I might go, these are the rules, this is what I think is the best way to track this video game, and I'm pretty good at it, we could call myself an expert, but then somebody else comes in with another suggested idea. Now, this might be part of Jace's master plan to spend points and get people to adjudicate. But let's say somebody else, you come with me with another rule. Oh, you forgot a rule. You forgot about this leeching technique. And I go, oh, you're right. Nobody approved this. Please don't approve this. There should be an edit button to add a rule at that point if nobody's contributed any extra points.
I think that's like the same thing, though.
Or is it Jace want you to burn the 10 points? And
that could be part of it.
That could be part of it, too.
But
God, I love this stuff.
no, I know. I like it. I love the conjecture.
Yeah.
I do, because like we said, we don't know. But no, the edit feature would be. I definitely know where you're coming from on that. That makes a lot. I mean, it makes
I guess
sense.
we'll see what happens.
Oh,
definitely. And like we've said, this is all so brand new that we don't know, and
I
no
mean,
one
I'm
knows.
excited about Archon to take over the the era of blank Donkey Kong, and prove a point that we can have other games really big competition with, if it's done right. And that's why I created the Archon setting.
No, exactly.
I could see
and
a big deal. I could see it being a big deal if it's done right.
yeah. Well, and that's the beauty of the
Well, somebody had another idea, which I'm assuming
too. We'll find out if it is.
And Jace, I'm assuming Jace might be doing this, and many of you guys are saying this in the chat. A preview of what you're submitting.
Okay.
Now that makes sense.
No, I get
to
it.
make sure it looks good, the way it's going to look when it's posted. See if the formatting's right. And he's probably working on that. To be honest with you,
No,
there's only
that's
so many
probably what it
things.
is.
It's I mean. I know it might have cost you guys submission points, but how much money has it cost you?
I was going to say, you can get those back.
How much money has it cost you? Exactly.
Very small.
How much money did the old Twin Galaxies cost me?
A lot.
$10.
A lot
$10,
more.
and I never even got it verified.
And that was real money.
It's a work in progress. It's better than what it was, so still awesome.
Yep, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We definitely
It'll be
will.
fun.
We actually going to play some Captain America, Mike, or no?
Yeah, we'll play Captain America.
Cool.
We got 13 minutes or less than that.
No.
Let's see how far.
8
8 minutes. Let's do this.
Man, what the heck?
Oh, you know what there is? There's no two-player world record for Captain America.
Yes.
So we suggested
New
some
track, baby.
Come on, we need somebody to
Yes.
sponsor the new track like you guys did last week for Donkey Kong.
exactly. We need
Two-player
Donkey Kong.
No, two-player Captain America
No, I know.
cooperative.
I was giving
Score.
props to the jump
I
in,
know,
man.
I know. Is your controller working?
Hey,
Guess
Mike,
what? My fix
Mike,
button's not working.
I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. Mike, have you guys seen the new Archon
Nick.
submission I created?
What's right?
Nope. I'm working.
Yeah, you should
No,
take
I
a
have
look
not.
at it. It's pretty interesting.
To be honest with you, I've never played the game, so I'd be useless. Of
There's
course,
no
your
better
vision.
time to learn. It's not about who wins or loses. It's about making a competition out of it.
I know.
My name's Nick, Rudy, by the way.
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, don't worry
I
about
just
it.
know
We
you're
don't
on
do
my
the graphics.
list.
We need the
If you
graphics.
could wear a
Shame on
name
me.
tag,
Sniff graphics.
hello, my name is Nick, like a name tag or something, that would be great.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be
That way,
better.
if you forget,
Like,
also you could
No,
look.
next week in introducing Nick Houselander.
Oh yeah.
Featuring, I think featuring is better. Like a
Special
rapper.
guest
Yeah.
appearance.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
for sure.
What's the magic move? A and B.
Let's see.
I can't do it. It's
Mayweather or Pacquiao, and why?
there's supposed to be maybe there's not a special move in this game like the other games.
Come
there
on,
is.
man.
Why do you think I picked
Pack it
Vision?
all the
Because
way.
Vision can turn invisible. I was the cheesiest video game player ever. Was and is. It's the only reason. I just wanted to be invisible, and I paid hard-earned money that your mom gave us.
At the bowling alley.
At the bowling alley.
That's closing.
That's closing.
tomorrow.
Closing lanes.
Can't believe closing lanes. It's
Yeah.
nice.
You know what I think would be ironic is if they demolish it with the giant bowling ball.
Yep. That's probably what they're gonna do.
All right, come on. The only thing I don't like about this game is you can't skip the.
Loading, yo.
It's not loading.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Genesis. There's no loading on Genesis.
Tons of loading.
Oh, there's the button.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's A and B together.
It's A and B.
Yes.
It's not working for me.
Yeah. See.
Well, I'm just not skilled.
Well, you're Iron Man. Iron Man sucks.
That's right.
Iron
So
Man
if I were
didn't
the
get-
kind of person who really cared about points, I would be looking up right now to see which scores have the most submissions on them
Then go for those.
and go for those. Now, interestingly, Lee June fan, and I forget his real name. I can look it up, I'm sure, is Vincent Coate. Has 0 world records, 5 other records, but he has a
Me.
tendency to submit on memes where there are a lot of other competitors.
Uh-huh.
And his ranking is only 31. So that's very interesting. So he submits for Tetris. He has a pretty good Tetris score. Donkey Kong, He's 42. Street Fighter, Puzzle Bobble, Super Pang. I don't know what that is, but I mean, his score I would think would be higher. So I guess being first probably gives you a lot of points. Well, actually, let's find out.
I'm curious how the other scores with a bunch, like a game with a bunch of tracks is scored, like Mario Kart. I'm hoping that first place on Mario Kart is not like first place on Donkey. You know, you kind of put the tracks together to count it as a full game. I hope that's
another thing that
like my Rock Band. I hope my Rock Band scores don't count for a whole bunch of points.
Right.
It'd be silly. It's still the same game.
Vision laser.
I don't know if you guys noticed the community respect thing.
Oh yeah, we talked about that before you signed on. Sorry.
Yeah, the CRR.
Yeah, it's not active, is it? I haven't been able to get it to work.
No, I guess it's not.
Because you don't have respect for the community.
But I'm wondering if that is going to factor into that system.
I bet that'll just be like a ranking thing. Like when you look at all the tracks on one game, you could sort them by community, whatever. I don't think there'll be anything other than that. Because that makes sense to me. You know, what's the most played track on this version of this game? You know, which track is the most popular, or they seems the most worthy? I guess. I think that's all that's there for. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm playing terrible. It's been a while.
Damn it!
I did submit a score. I did submit a score for this game. I was number 1, but I think I was the only one who submitted.
Vision.
My favorite part of the game. Level 2.
Definitely. This is why we played the game.
And this is why we picked Vision.
Oh,
Iron
absolutely.
Man. Actually, Captain America's pretty awesome on this.
Oh, Captain.
All right, who's going? I got that.
I'll go south. Okay. Come on.
Mine. Come on. Oh, you can accept it though too, because you can get more health in this game.
Yeah.
So I like the 100 health. You can get more health.
And unlike the Vision that is in the new Avengers movie, who is wearing the original costume, this is what Vision looked like in the late 80s, early 90s. He was more sparkly. The Vision in the movie looks more like 3D man.
Did you see it already?
I haven't seen it.
You guys have 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes.
Cool, thanks, man. No, I'm hoping to see it probably, I don't know, next weekend or something like that. I definitely have to see it, though.
I didn't realize he was in the new movie.
Oh, really?
It's a big thing.
It was. They revealed it like a month ago in the last trailer. They reviewed it at the very end. Sorry,
I didn't notice it. No, that's cool. No worries.
So thanks for everybody joining us here in the chat. Rudy, Don, my special guest Nick Houselander for those
special guest appearance.
No, featuring Nick.
Featuring
Nick Houselander. I'm Michael Soroka. Thanks for watching us. We'll be back next week. Jace Hall is not on next.
Nope.
FGC I believe is next. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but they're on after the next show. I'm probably wrong because they probably changed the schedule, and I'm being a bad broadcaster for not knowing what's on after us. So once again, thanks for watching us, and go to the scoreboard, look for your favorite world record or favorite video game, start competing with us.
Have fun, you guys.
Yep.
Get that score up.
We'll keep playing this until...
Definitely. Have respect. Have respect.
We'll stay in TG Live 1 until we're dead. So we might see us in the next show playing, if you're really interested in how well we do.
Like, wow, that game's so cool. I've never seen a format in a video game like that before. Oh, sorry.
I've only seen it in a bowling alley.
Yes. In a closed-down bowling alley.
Damn, Nick, you're doing awesome.
Thanks, Mike.
Oh, actually, our Twin Galaxies score would be over because our score reset.
Yeah, because I died.
Well, I didn't realize that it reset our score.
Yeah.
So it's 1 credit only.
Oh, thumb's getting a little achy.
Thank you.
Oh, that's how. If you hold down B, I can turn invisible. So I bet you.
And then I can do that. I can do the shield.
Ah.